Hi guys, Linda here with another video. Before we begin, just a reminder, we do have a free course on how to uncover your blocks and manifest fast. And also I am offering one-on-one coaching if you are interested. So another Neville Goddard quote that I came across that was so helpful to me was as follows: you are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you don't see it. I'm going to repeat it again. You are already what you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you don't see it. So, what that means is you already are the version of yourself that's rich. You already are the version of yourself that is worthy of love and affection, is worthy to be with SP. You already are good enough, worthy, loved, wanted, chosen, committed to, prioritized, amazing, fun, fantastic. You already are all those things. We were made like that. We were made pure and perfection. However, your refusal to believe this is the reason why you don't see it. So this goes down to self-concept. Now, growing up, we may have had experiences of parents splitting up, so now we feel like relationships don't work, or it was our fault, or we have an abandonment issue. We may have grown up in a family that was struggling financially, so now we have worries and fears about money. We may have been teased or made fun of when we were younger because of our looks or our weight or our hair or whatever the case may be, and now feel like we're not pretty enough, attractive enough, and all of that. So your self-concept is molded and developed by any past experiences, stories, assumptions, limiting beliefs, maybe things that are cultural or from the area you lived in. Maybe, some of our family members are more old school and have old school kind of theories and stories that maybe don't apply to us now. So all those things will create your self-concept. So if you had those negative experiences or unfavorable experiences or unfortunate or sad experiences, then you may have developed a poor self-concept in those areas. Therefore, now we don't feel worthy enough of getting an SP. Now we don't feel good enough. We refuse to see that we already are which we want to be. We can't fathom the fact that we're beautiful, we're amazing, we're financially stable, we're abundant. We don't believe that based on our self-concept from past experiences. So what we do with the law of assumption when we're consciously manifesting is we're going to change that story. We are going to keep a good mental diet. What that means is instead of thinking, I'm not attractive, I'm overweight, I'm broke, SP will never want to be with me, I'm always single, what we want to do is change that story to the more favorable story. I'm beautiful and perfect and good enough just the way I am. I'm always loved and chosen by SP. I'm always in faithful, loving, committed relationships. I am abundant. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. And the more we repeat that story, and the more that that story becomes dominant, then guess what? We are going to believe that we are already which we want to be. So we're essentially standing in our own way. And we have our own limiting beliefs. So somebody might say to me, Linda, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you look so good. I love your hair. But I might think like, okay, they're probably just saying that to be nice, or really I gained weight, or my hair, I don't know. So which one is the truth? The limiting belief I'm telling myself that, I don't think so, I don't look good, I don't look great, based on my poor mental diet, poor self-concept, and experiences I had of childhood in regards to my looks and worthiness, or the 20 people that I saw at the birthday party yesterday that said, oh my gosh, you look so good, you look so pretty, oh my gosh, your hair, I love this, that, the other. Which one is the truth? So what we want to do is think and live and believe the favorable story more often, more dominantly. And some people will say, but I don't believe it. But, how am I supposed to convince myself that I'm beautiful or I'm perfect if I don't feel it, if I don't look it, if I gained weight, if I, I'm single? That must mean I'm not attractive, I'm not good enough. So what you want to do is with repetition, we're going to saturate our subconscious mind and we're going to look for proof. What I like to do is look for proof, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to believe when you say, I'm beautiful, I'm loved, I'm wanted, I'm chosen, if you don't really feel it and if you're not really experiencing anything external to validate that assumption or make you believe that assumption. So I look for proof. If I'm thinking I'm not attractive, I lost too much weight, I've gained too much weight, whatever the case may be, I'm going to look for proof. Well, no, actually, when I went to that birthday party yesterday, 3 people commented on how good I looked and complimented me on my hair and my outfit. So that's proof that I'm attractive. And you know, I do have that guy down the street that's always asking me for dates and for coffee. So that's proof that I'm attractive, and I like to do that. Because it's so easy for us to focus on the lack and on the negative, and you're going to create more of the lack and the negativity because that's where your energy is flowing. That's your assumption that you're sticking to. That's the timeline you're keeping yourself into. That's the version of yourself you're keeping yourself as. I'm keeping myself as the version that's not attractive, that's not chosen, that's not good enough. We want to change those assumptions and stories by saying, I'm beautiful, I'm so good enough, I love my hair, I love my body, I'm beautiful, so-and-so said I was beautiful, those people at the party complimented me, the guy down the street is inviting me out on dates. And convince yourself and look for proof of the good, of the positive, not just the lack. So in saying that, I'm going to repeat the quote one more time now that we've discussed this and had some kind of clarification. And now that we know there's no one to change but self, and that we're literally the ones standing in our own ways. So I want you to acknowledge all the good in you. I want you to challenge those negative assumptions and limiting beliefs and look for proof of how those are wrong and how these are right. And you do have all these qualities. So here we go. You are already that which you want to be. And your refusal to believe this is the only reason why you don't see it. So you got this. You're worthy. You're good enough. You're smart enough. You're beautiful. You're loved. You're wanted. You're chosen. You're abundant. You're magnetic. You're everything that you want to be. You already are that. It's within you to choose which story, which version you want to tell and associate with. So on that note, you got this. And I intend that you guys will all see movement in receiving your desires and get out of your own ways, and then you will be super successful. If you'd like coaching and more support, you can check my link in the description box for one-on-one coaching, and I would love to help you on your journey. Until next time, bye.